So as you can see, I've changed to the Black Exceed and Hoyt Axia setup, like a couple of you have been asking. It is also very humid today in Sydney, hence the signal. I also forgot to mention this bow is lighter than the blue Epic that I've been shooting. It's just been set up lighter in general, and I always just use it as my lighter bow and usually my competition bow. And already the expansion feels a lot. It feels a lot more controlled. It's okay, but I'm finding there's a bit of resistance as I'm expanding. A little bit. Alongside working on the front shoulder, I've been constantly working on hooking as well to make sure I'm keeping a strong hook as I'm expanding, and to make sure I'm not expanding with my fingers. That's something that I've had a tendency to do. That time I set the string a little bit out to see how my expansion would feel, because I've been getting while I'm expanding, I have this habit of pulling the string in this way. Well, for me it'd be this way. So that would slow down my expansion a little bit. But then maybe if it's out here, it'll stay closer. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I think you guys get what I mean. I do like that. I do like that. Last time I went to shoot a bare shaft in here, I do remember hesitating. But today I'm going to take the risk, I reckon. Today I'm going to take the risk. It should hit. But if this doesn't hit, something wrong. Okay, it went exactly where I expected, which is good. I've got to start stretching. I wonder why I flinched. Interesting. I do that sometimes. It's always, whenever I do flinch, it's always because, like, I'll be expanding and then maybe the string will like jump to like one side, or something will move or like jerk really quickly, and it will just cause a flinch. Like, there's not much I can do to stop it, unless I got to expand a lot straighter. Yeah, and slower. Well, that's how I prevent it, at least. There's probably something underneath there that I've got to work on, but it's alright. Okay, good. Good. Okay, this end is all going to be about commitment. Now, once I start expanding, I'm just expanding till I'm done, till I reach the end, expanding through and past the clicker. And in that case, I want to change the camera angle. Now that happened because I hooked a bit deeper that time, and I was worried that when the clicker went off, my arrow would pop off the rest, because I've been having that problem. So I got to sort that shit out as well. That's been annoying me. That's been annoying me. Yeah. It all comes because as I expand, I sometimes expand like this, and it's popped my arrows off the rest as soon as the clicker goes off. So then it creates more like clicker anticipation. Yeah, it's not great. But it's all right. Just keep going. So I got to get confident with my hook again. Look, it doesn't help having a $2,500 plus camera set up right next to my bow at full draw. You know, it does come to mind if I accidentally like swing it or like, yeah. But you know what? That's my problem. That's my problem. If I shoot it properly, nothing's gonna happen. Where are my funnel clubs? Okay, I'll probably be making this my last then, because I'm going to do a lot of shooting this afternoon. And this one I'm going to, let's get that hook right. I want to, in an ideal world, if I knew every time my hook was like perfect, every single time as I'm expanding, I know everything's alright. It would help my execution quite a bit. So I've got to work on that, keep it really strong and confident. Almost like nothing really bad can happen. It's more I'm still just worried about the arrow popping off the rest, because it's happened a couple of times. For these ones, I'm kind of just thinking of getting my middle finger and pointing it towards me, and then keeping that the whole time. So it's almost like that, and then I'm just keeping that the whole time. Yeah. For years, I've had a very shallow hook, like almost hooking in the middle. You can't even see it. Like almost hooking in the middle, like of my, of like the joint and my fingertip. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And look, I would get a very clean, execution, because there's not much finger in the way. Even though that's not really true, that's how it felt. Yeah, but what would happen is by hooking so shallow, it would cause me to use a lot of my forearm when I shoot. And then by the end of the comp, my forearm would be like throbbing. That's all like finger to stay on, whereas you want to hook deep so you can relax the forearm. Your forearm shouldn't hurt. Yeah, there we go. I think that's the biggest thing that's holding me back at the moment. The hook. You know, if I have a really firm and strong hook and I don't feel like it's coming in at all, and it's just stable the whole time, then I'll be able to just like rip the front arm, like just drive it into the middle with like zero hesitation. With zero hesitation. Yeah. So we're going to work on it. Keep building that confidence, and become as good as I can be. you know, I was expanding that time, a bit of doubt came in, but you just keep going. Just keep going. Because the reality is, even though my brain is saying it could happen, it only happens like 1% of the time. Yeah, it's... Also, now that I'm anchoring a bit deeper into my face, that's kind of when it started, because then when I couldn't expand anymore, I would use my fingers. Yeah. But I do find it is a lot more stable anchoring into the face and having a bit of a firmer, having the string firmer on my face. So, and in the long run, I can see that my scores will be higher by doing that. So I've just got to suck it up, get used to it, and get used to having a strong hook and just get good at it. That's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. Because if I go back to the old way where I used to shoot, you know, I used to like barely touch the face, used to lightly touch, and then a lot of fingers, and then just pull, and it would work. Like the most I'd get with that is like a 650 at 70 meters, but that I would never get past that. Like, but there's not enough power behind it. It felt very delicate, and under pressure, it would just crumble. Like there's no back tension in that. It's all in the fingers, all in the hands. You know, I need to get deep, strong, you know, use my back. It'll be more stable. Yeah. That was okay. That was okay. Start again. So as I was expanding that time, even though I had it, I felt like I kind of pulled in a little bit, and yeah. So let's try again. Come on, man, stop fucking doing that shit. Alright, how many shots have we got? 4. Just do 4 shots. Let's make them clean, simple, all the way. No doubt. Let's go. Very good, very good. Okay, so my SD card did stop, and yeah, so I looked back at the footage, and I think it got everything, so I don't think I cut anything off, but it gave me an opportunity to watch back my technique. And as always, a lot of it's in my head. So like as I'm expanding, like the one where I flinched, you can't even see, like my fingers aren't going in enough to cause any problems. So my brain's trying to protect me, that's all it's doing. It's trying to get my arrow onto the target. It wants a clean shot, and it's doing everything it can. But I've got to tell it it's doing too much. So I just got to pull it back a little bit, yeah. I just got to tell it, look, I know you're trying to help me, but it's okay. It's under control. Yeah, there we go. Just got to trust. It's all about trust. Trust that it's alright. Like the reality is, like, oh, here, let's do a test now. I'm gonna come to full draw and I'm gonna expand and I'm gonna try to make it come off the rest with my fingers. We'll see if I can make it happen. I'll draw exactly the same way and see. Okay, so you just saw there how much it took for it to get it off the rest. And I just saw it as well. Had my eyes on the click and I was pulling in to really see how much I needed, and that is an insane amount of pulling in that I need to get it off the rest at full draw while I'm expanding. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I think the problem is I'm trying to make it perfect. I'm trying to make sure it never goes in at all, and out of fear that it will pop off. Yeah. Because it has before. No, that's right. Stop being a bitch, man. Gotta stop being a bitch. Yeah, it's the shit like this that holds you back. Gotta fucking deal with it. What holds me back? I'm not gonna say holds you back. That's enough. That's enough. I got it. I got it. So the more reps I get in, just expanding like that, and every single time I do it and it goes into the target and it doesn't even pop off, then it just gets stronger. So I just gotta keep going. And that's it. So there, I've given you a bit of an explanation of something that can, play with your brain a little bit. Yeah, or play with my brain a bit. And for the most part, it hasn't popped off for a while. Like, it rarely happens now, but it's still kind of lingering from like at least 4 months now. It started. But with trust, with time, that shit's gonna go away. So just gotta keep going. The biggest thing is just getting that trust in that book. And once I know how much I can do it, then I'm good. The issue happens with the long holds. So if I'm holding for a long time, it's hard to know how far I've traveled in this way. So it's hard to know how far I've traveled. So I'll be at full draw, second guessing myself, and then even if it's not a problem, it becomes a mental problem from like a physical thing. And then you start, like, incorporates doubt, and then you start anticipating the clicker and all that sort of shit. You're anticipating whether it's going to fall off and go into the ground. So yeah, so you just gotta, I just gotta trust it. Just gotta practice, keep it the same, and that's all I can do, man. That's all I can do. And the biggest thing with all of this is just, have less judgment. Look, I'm practicing it indoors with a wall behind me, so it doesn't help. And, but anyway, there's a little sneak peek into my brain. It's a bit of a mess, but it's all our brains are a mess. Alright, that's it for today. I'm sure we'll be talking about this sort of stuff soon. We'll put it to the test. I'll do some scoring eventually and, give you insight into how what I'm thinking of while I'm scoring to try and get the best results. How do I prepare before that? All that sort of thing. But we're going to leave a little while till that. I want to get this locked in. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this little, I don't know what you'd call this. I don't know.